Howdy friends, my name is Huskey and welcome back to Avowed. We just finished up Tutorial Island, so let's go ahead and check out what Dawnshore looks like. Ooh, saturation. Oh, hey Garrett.
Suppose this is where I leave you then.
Is it?
I owe you my life, envoy. I won't soon forget what you did.
What? Okay, what will you do now?
I don't know. It's all just sinking in. I hope the folks at the embassy know where to find a good, strong drink.
Why can't you come with me?
You don't have to. Just go up the pier. I imagine they've sent someone official-like to take you there.
Must be nice, eh?
Anything I should look out for?
Well, it's the Living Land's biggest port. People come from all over. Not all of them are Addra's friends.
Fine.
Wonder why?
You'll be fine. After the fort, I figure you can survive anything.
Let's not get too hasty. Goodbye, Garrick. That sucks. Actually, wouldn't mind him.
Same to you. You'll make the Emperor proud. I'm sure of it.
Laura?
Look, I'll no thank you for showing basic decency. But you saved my life. That counts for something. To me, anyway.
What will you do? That's adherent diplomacy for you.
I don't push our luck.
Gotcha. Do all locals dislike adherents?
Not all of them. But it's not a great way to make friends.
Gotcha.
Give Paradisans a chance. That's why they came here in the first place.
Yep. Anything I should know about Paradise?
Try not to get killed. Nah, I'm kidding. Just don't go around acting like you own the place. Alright?
Gotcha. Goodbye.
Hope we don't run into each other. Still, take care of yourself.
Really? Alright, well, you take care.
Move along. And for everyone else's sake, take a bath as soon as you can.
You know, you just tell me where the
Noted.
is.
Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And she's late. Probably died at sea. Good riddance.
I'm sorry, what?
Ugh, shit.
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the
Meant nothing
tongue.
by it.
Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Addirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
Alright, I'm gonna now completely ignore you and ask you to leave, and I'm gonna direct everything towards this man here. Gorgeous, elegant, attractive. Glare silently. Let me to the embassy and I'll be out of your way.
Ooh, on second thought, why don't I just shut up before I say anything else I regret?
You really
Now,
should.
There's a good idea.
No doubt you've come for the Addiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger.
His eyebrow. They left town at the same time. Who or what is a claviger? Have a missive to deliver from the Emperor of Addir. So, go find the ambassador then. What is a claviger?
Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less.
Gotcha.
Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones.
Well, there's some kind of blight in the wilderness and rumors of plague. They went to investigate. Nature has a mind of its own in these parts. When the ecosystem changes, we ask ourselves how and why.
Leaderless and rudderless is the natural state of things in Paradise anyway. Keeps things interesting.
I have a missive to deliver.
I'm sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Alright.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him.
Actually,
did you say
I
they
enjoy
went?
that statement.
Because I've got an idea.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
Northwest? Yeah.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up?
2 missing people, 2 searchers. Auspicious.
The Rowatine Navy didn't teach me fancy words, but I did learn how to count.
Kai, before you go,
Don't mind
please
Kai.
keep in mind that the envoy is a respected member of the court. Make sure
Who cares?
she comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
The ambassador could be in danger. Gotta get moving. Before I head out, what is this about the Steel Garrote?
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adherans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
Ah, close to Garrote. I understand. Situation here must be dire if the Garrote's involved.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Addra isn't any better than it is here.
I've never met a Steel Garrote paladin in the flesh. What are they doing here? I'll be sure to tell them you're doing a good job. I'll just take the top one. What are they doing here?
You tell me, envoy. The Adherans came to our shores with their soldiers, their bureaucrats, and their cult of murderers.
Cult of
Asking a
murderers.
lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back.
It is, but I also need these kind of answers from you guys. And now that time has passed, I will let your statement slip from earlier, but still, do not enjoy this first impression. Laura gave me a better first impression. I still Garrote paladin.
They're an
in
order
flesh.
of religious cutthroats, sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen.
Ah,
Creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the Steel Garrote? Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you.
Loudwin is here. Listen, this is a surprise.
Wait, you know the Inquisitor? Dare I ask how?
You may. Fought side by side, but that was a long time ago. She was my mentor, taught me everything I know. We were lovers before her incident in the Deadfire. So it does reference the other games. Okay. We were lovers after her incident with in the Deadfire. Let's just say we have history and leave it at that. I can set a background. So I'm going to go with mentor. Because I'm fairly certain that someone who is trying to be a back alley fortune teller who has this type of insight might be useful for the what I'm going to assume is some type of religious inquisition to have on their side rather than, you know.
Must have been quite an education. I heard she's a monster, the personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the Deadfire, and death spat her back out.
Keep that to yourself. You wouldn't want to get on the Inquisitor's bad side. Addra could be in danger. We've got to go. Ominous. I'll have to ask her how she did that. Any idea what she wants with me?
To catch up on old times, I suppose?
We'll have time to worry about Ludwine later.
We've got what we need. Let's move.
Right behind you. We've got to find your ambassador and my claviger before something else does.
Understandable. Okay, new companion. Kai is a seasoned soldier and mercenary from the... I think that's called the Rowatian? Rowatian Empire? Okay. Routan? I don't know. You said it earlier, and I'll pick it up later. Restless but affable, his wandering has led him to the Living Lands in search of a piece of a piece he has yet to find. Peace. Okay, as an experienced and battle-tested veteran, Kai can withstand damage and draw enemy aggression. His incendiary ammunition can burn away climbable obstacles, so he's kind of like an off-tank?
I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage.
I am.
Come on, don't get too used to the comforts of Paradise.
Okay.
Grunin left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
Fast travel points. Okay, cool. I've always liked the aesthetic of all of the Pillars of Eternity games, but this is definitely taking it into a way more colorful direction. And I really like it. What we got here? Any shops?
Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, man.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind. I can't believe how rude everyone is around here. How hard could it be to find a watcher? How did you... Actually, maybe I should talk to you instead.
Not a watcher, merely a soul receptive to the beyond. You think I can help?
I'm clearly under some kind of curse.
Man, my dyslexia is hitting hard today.
Invaded my house. What am I gonna do?
Hold on, why would Zerups invade your house?
Why do they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out?
Who's they?
The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Addirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
Chin up. Why don't I look into this Zerup problem for you?
Thank the gods. I wasn't sure how many more pitying looks I could stand. Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zerups saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them.
You'll get your cabin back, that's a promise. Understood, you won't have to worry much longer.
Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Don't worry about it. Literally here to help this land, I think. Let's see what we got. We got what looks like to be an armor, weapons, alchemical.
Protect that pretty face. Armor and shields for sale, envoy.
You said pretty, so I'm now a little concerned.
Welcome to Dawnshore, traveler. My name is Dagerda.
That looks
You
irritating
seem like you
to
could
have
use
with
a
your
nice
skin.
potion or a bite to eat. If you're looking for a weapon or a shield, talk to Walter over there. Just don't expect much.
Understandable. Just looking to see your wares. Oh, righty. Thank you. And then let's check.
Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need.
You have armor.
You don't want to... Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in?
Are you... That's dumb to say, but okay.
Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the Garrote for you. Do I have to spell it out?
Interesting. Alright, so what do you have on hand? Common Brigand. Ooh, fine plate mail. Ooh, the Brigandine looks nice. Alright, so let's see what this is.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Walter is here. I don't know what Dagerda told you, but I stake my reputation on every item. and that does still mean something.
I take it you and Deca don't get along?
Oh, that's no mystery. My ex-wife is nothing if not direct.
You obviously did something to make her angry.
That's a personal matter, my friend. Suffice it to say, she thinks I threw away something important. And I say I didn't! From legitimate sources, clearly.
I don't
From
care if you did or
traders
not.
and adventurers, mostly. And a few used pieces from people down on their luck.
Gotcha. I didn't consider the legitimacy of your wear, but I am. No, I have no problems. You do what you need to, man. Shit. I like maces and I like spears. Spear. Phalanx. We're gonna go with the hoplite. Okay, yeah, we're gonna stick with the hoplite. Alright, so now that we have all of this set aside, now I can actually play the damn game. Oh, there's just some Addra over there. Check that out in a minute. So is this supposed to be Paradise right here? Yeah, it has that same flag that we saw back at the fort. You're not letting people in, so I probably need to do something like find the mayor or something before I go over there, but I'll check that out in a bit. Fast travel unlocked. Very cool. These all the different houses or companies? Oh. Salt-crusted letter. Dear Evie, please be safe on your hunt. I know how much your dedication to the company means to you, but just keep your head about you, alright? After Mother's recent passing, I don't think Papa's heart could handle it if anything happened to you. More importantly, I am not ready to take over this whole smuggler hunting business. If it's just not for me. But if the worst were to happen to you, then I'd not really have a choice, would I? So just don't let anything happen. Much love, your little sister. P.S. Bring me back something nice from the living lands. Something that would help me catch my eye of the pretty Valera boy.
With all the new folks in town, it's been harder to get a good day's catch.
Hello. Ignore me. Just gonna... I didn't do anything. Alright, so it looks like I can upgrade a few things already. Canist gear sounds more in line with what I'm trying to do, but we shall see, we shall see. There's a guy over here who wanted to give me a quest. Ah, this guy. Yeah, let's talk to him real quick.
Gelarde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
Okay.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place?
I have no clue.
A godlike of unknown provenance. Even more interesting. Who knows? Perhaps you'll find the answers you're looking for here. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you?
No. Let me guess. Everything there wants to kill me.
I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height.
I haven't done that either.
He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him.
That doesn't bode well.
I'm not assuming the worst yet. I'm sure he's just indisposed.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3 this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you.
Okay. See why you're so concerned. I'll keep an eye out for him.
When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
All right.
Well,
we'll deal with that quest. Well, sort of. We'll deal with that quest in a bit. First, we gotta help that lady, and then we gotta do that guy. I want to do some things at camp just to see what I can do. See how things work. So what about you?
For most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Addra himself. Quite a position.
I have a unique connection to the Beyond. I advise the Emperor on matters of souls and divinity.
I should ask you for some good campfire stories later.
I've got plenty.
Good to know. Though, people around here have reason enough to be twitchy as it is. Talk of the plague inland has folks stirred up. More than usual. Is that why the Emperor sent his personal mystic to the Living Lands?
Here to investigate the Dream Scourge.
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
Don't even know who they are.
I thought every godlike knew their god. That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times.
What do you mean?
I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
I've seen how bad it can get. People are right to fear. That's why I'm here to find a source and put a stop to it. What's known about the Dream Scourge?
Not much. It's hard to separate fact from rumor. I've heard it changes people, makes them confused, disoriented, and eventually violent. No one seems to know exactly how it starts.
I don't know how it starts, but I've seen how it ends.
And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
I can understand the tension. Foreign troops are rarely a welcome sight. How did I get never out of that? For the Living Lands where lawless frontier, a little order, stability are needed. Okay. Top one. I can understand the tension. Foreign troops are rarely a welcome sight.
Exactly. Paradise has been quiet lately, but I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
Want to help. I'm going to stop the Dream Scourge one way or another. I serve the Emperor's pleasure, and he sent me here. That's it. Everyone heard tales of the Living Lands. I came for an adventure. Something here calls to me. I don't know what it is, but I feel a connection. I think that one should fit my character the most.
Just be careful where you say that.
Why?
That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the dream scourge.
Ah.
I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again.
Hold on.
Even if it's just for a while.
What can you tell me about Paradise itself while we're here?
It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
You don't seem to think much of Paradise or the people who come here.
Don't get me wrong. It's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
So deadly, why would anyone live here? I don't know. Why do people live in Florida where I live? We literally face hurricanes all the time. The ultimate proving ground, a place to see what you're made of.
The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
Living Land sounds like heaven, chaos is... What is it to you?
Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be, if you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
A little odd, but okay. But the Adirans changed things, is that it?
That's what some fear. Hilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Why is this soul plague called the Dream Scourge anyway?
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Wonderful.
I guess it sounded better than miasmal canker.
What about you?
Shoot.
Okay. When did you come?
That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change.
Where were you before that?
A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rawatayan expatriates.
Rawatayan. Okay. Now I know how to pronounce that. Rawatayan. Rawatayan, everyone. Make sure to ridicule me mercilessly every time I do not remember Rawatayan. Or Rawatai. It's nice. You must have missed the amenities of the bigger city, like Paradise. Why did you leave?
You're pretty nosy, aren't you?
Wait for him to answer.
I can see how you and Inquisitor Ludwig got along. Things just didn't work out there. Let's leave it at that.
What did you do before you came to the Living Lands? You're originally from Rawatai.
What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth? Or the striking blue of my scales?
You have a Mawa in a deer. We have Mawa in a deer too, you know. Okay. I'd say it's your exquisite skull ridge.
I usually hear that from someone who's enjoyed the height or position to fully appreciate it. But I'll never turn down a compliment. As rare as we are in many parts of the world, it's nice to be appreciated as something other than a magnificent bruiser.
Why leave Rautai?
The real question is why not?
Really?
Rauatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary.
Ah. I didn't know that that was like a common thing for them. I have not completed Pillars of Eternity. I have only played a few of those games, and I think I complete Act 1 in the first game, and only a little bit of Deadfire. Those are games that I definitely want to complete and do on the channel, so we will eventually be able to answer these questions for ourselves. I've been to Rauatai. I remembered near constant storms.
Then you must have come during our sunny season. Lashed by storms and battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are.
Trenchers? Adversity builds strength and character. Sounds like an unpleasant place to live.
You'd fit right in with the Ranganui's inner circle.
Ranganui's?
It's true that the same things that make Rauatai a difficult place to live have shaped our people and our kingdom. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect our ships and shelter our cities. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rauatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora.
As well as one of the most warlike expansionist. That's a horrible statement. Rautai's prosperity has become the envy of the old empires. Yep. It's this one.
It's been hard won across a variety of conquests, cooperatives, and trading colonies. Some of the traditionalists worry that prosperity is making us as complacent and soft-handed as our rivals. Same as traditionalists everywhere. Me, I prefer the simplicity of the living lands. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you, and hope it has some edible meat on it.
What'd you do before you came to the Living Lands?
I joined up with the Rauatai Navy as soon as I was old enough.
Saw that.
I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago.
Again, referencing the second game. What was that like? Rauatai had a presence in Deadfire for the better part of a century.
Part of a long-term effort to reclaim our ancestral homeland and feed Rauatai from Deadfire's fertile soil. I believed in that mission. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins.
Sounds familiar.
To Addra bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier? Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The Huana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us, but I didn't see that either.
Then what did you see?
Some fell apart. Some bought into the cruelty that our continued presence required. Others didn't buy into it, but went along with it anyway. And that bothered me more somehow. I deserted. And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years.
You disliked fighting for Rauatai so much you left to fight for other people. Desertion is a serious crime in the Rauatai Navy.
That's why I never returned home. There were only so many options for a Rauataian deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew.
How'd that work out?
I ended up here, didn't I? It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough. Had enough.
You had your whole life before coming here. You had a whole life before coming here.
Yeah. Though, in a lot of ways, it feels like I didn't really start living until I got here. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. because you're the one who has to live with the consequences.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you.
Alright. Thank you.
Get some rest, Envoy.
Yeah, for sure.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
Copy that. Let's see. So it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff right here. Okay, so we gotta get to the lady's cottage. Oof.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too.
I could just leave that one spell for the magic thing and go fight her, because I'm still at the beginning, so I don't know what I can and can't do and what I do like.
Zarops. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful.
Gotcha.
Seek!
Come on. Ah. Nice. I actually don't mind the spear. It's a little basic, but I mean, it's a spear. You know what? I want to try something. I'm an axe. And where's the pistol? Can I wield it offhand? Okay. Ah! This is a fated note. I made it to Dawnshore only to find that the old landing point is infested with Zarops. Little monsters would surely attack me on sight, and the boat is too damaged to sail elsewhere. Supplies are low. I can't take many more Zarops on my own. I'd rather face a slow, hungry death than a violent one at the end of one of those lizard spears. This is the last thing I write. Whoever is reading this, please remember, me being forgotten terrifies me more than death ever could. Lucia Fraga. Sorry to hear that, Lucia. Let's do this. Alright, let's go. Bam! Hiya! No, I just want to play it like Bloodborne. That actually worked. The parry worked. Ow. Shit. Oh, did I drank the wrong potion. Alright, so there's no real block for that. So then let's try the great sword. I don't have a great sword. Fuck. Alright, well, I left it back at camp, but whatever. We'll try the great sword later. Do not. Do not. Man. Fire your gun. Jesus. so... Maybe not, then. Maybe I do want that.
Here we go! That's one for us.
Let's check out what we have here so far. Best actions, blah blah blah. We did melee, great axe. Maybe the great axe might be a good stand-in for that thing. Let's try the great axe. Oh, it's a Dane axe. That's what we got.
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that.
Uh-oh.
Looks like an elf and Zarup holding hands. What do you see?
They shared a bond. This was drawn from deep in the unconscious mind.
You'd know better than me. Take a look around before we go.
Sorry about that. I was just really trying to take a look at all my stuff before I just move on. There's a lot of stuff you have to consider when building your character, and I just don't know how much of it is going to be like, you got to be careful because it's irreversible, or if like there's limited resources or respecs or something. I just don't know how it works just yet for me to want to worry too much about it. Okay. It happened again. While I was heating up my soup tonight, I heard the same scratching, and sure enough, the Zarup was outside. I dragged my chair in front of the door, but it didn't try to break through. It just poked around the weed patch and stared at me through the window. What does it want? Do Zarups always bother people like this? Worse yet, why do I sometimes feel tempted to let it in? I keep having this dream about it. I'm always sitting at my table and the Zarup is there, and we're looking at a loaf of bread on the plate. When I reach for the bread, I wake up. What if it's the same Zarup? And it's just curious. What if it's hungry? I mean, what could it hurt? What am I thinking? This place has scrambled my head.
Anything juicy?
She's been having dreams about a Zarup. What do you make of this? Poor Dehengen. Sounds like these Zarups have tormented her for a long time. Zarups, a loaf of bread, you know, typical dream journal nonsense.
Well, Dehengen's the only one who can make sense of it. We should talk to her.
Yeah.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now.
When cleared out the Zarups, your home is safe. Find your journal in the cabin. It was interesting. Made themselves at home. They even painted on your wall.
Painted? Why would they do that?
It's true. It looked just like you. Not sure they got your eyes right, though.
So, they've made it their territory. We'll never get them out.
You and the Zarup may be soul twins. It would explain their strange behavior.
I should have figured I wouldn't be able to fool someone like you. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here?
Sure, every day of my life. I've always known what I wanted to do and what I prefer to play by ear. No one is meant for something. We decide our purpose for ourselves. Let's go with the top one, because that seems more real.
That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zarup.
That stands to reason. Zarups have souls like any other being.
Maybe, but it's not like mine. How could we understand each other? I can't even speak to it. I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again.
Spend time with the Zira. It could be the only way to find peace.
Are you serious?
Some things can never be replaced.
The mystic on my ship said the same thing. But what does it mean?
Which is worse, a risk or an unfulfilled life? It means what you make of it. No, the top one.
Well, when you put it like that, I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Addiran. I'll say that much.
You're welcome. What'd you give me? A ring. Vindictive. Yeah. Critical hits deal poison damage. Interesting. Let's see how this works. See if I like this.
Show me what you got. Good one.
Not DPS heavy like I would like. I think I am going to stick with those. I kind of like the spear for its speed. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but speed helps. Nice. Hell yeah. And now we're getting it. Now we're in a groove.
Zarp's ahead.
I know. I can recognize. Looks like we got a couple of dead bodies. They look like the Garrote people. Or Garrote, however we want to pronounce them. Go ahead and bash that guy. Ow.
Next one's mine.
And take him. You just fucking abandoned me, dude. Jesus. Dude, I can use your help. Whew. I got a little dicey. Alright, so what do we got? Apple.
Mogwin's Fury.
Quick and quiet.
That's what we're trying to do. There's plenty of stuff to explore in the forest, so that's really nice. I might have to look up a couple of unique items or some special treasure that I should keep an eye out for to help with my character build.
This used to be a shortcut to Emerald Stair. Then the land got other ideas.
Shortcut to Emerald Stair. Common round shield. Essence. Bow. What? Oh, shit.
For your sake!
Spirits! Spirits be gone! Why do you torment me? Oh, shit. What's it about to do? Immune. Oh, the poison damage it's immune to. I was about to say, like, isn't it taking spiritual residue? And a bear. Primal wind. Does that just mean that I'm picking up bottled farts? We gotta get through them. Look at this one. Oh yeah, he's hyper resistant to stunning. The poison buildup too is really low. Why am I not seeing the health bar? There it goes. I think that was the parry. I hit the one key, but okay. Bear claw. Bear claw. And I loofled out.
A rot seeps through here. Who poisons us? We cannot see.
What? Oh. I'm doing this main story. Shit, I should have paid attention. Alright, well, this is all I can do. We'll go explore the wilds in a bit.
Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want.
Dirt speckled amulet. Quest item. Dirt speckled amulet. A small dingy amulet with a tag on the back. My dear Dawnshore, yours always. Worth more in sentiment than coin. Not sediment. Firestarter is a command that orders Kai to burn away webs, brambles, and flammable. To use Firestarter, press E. Firestarter.
Ready? Aim.
Interesting. I thought I would have to use one of my spells.
I got a bad feeling about whatever that bear's chomping on. Right behind you.
Let's poke it in the butt. I already pressed the button a while ago.
Another win, but who's counting?
Okay, so another common dagger. Oh shit, I actually picked up spoiled food.
Sorrows. They don't usually venture out here. Wonder what's got them riled up.
Time for you!
Common wand.
Seek!
Tongues.
Something here feels off.
You tell me, man. Your island more than mine.
Here it comes.
Unseen, unheard.
This one's mine. Let's see what you got. Next one's mine.
Sure. What is that thing around your head? Is that just like a buff?
It breathes. It is close.
What the hell is that? I think my patron is connected to whatever this like living land thing is.
That's the claviger.
It's the claviger.
What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Wow. Alright. Letter to the claviger. Claviger Eamon, unfortunately I cannot dispatch any of my animancers to your grove, not until you can guarantee their safe passage. The Addran presence in Paradise has complicated our diplomatic relations, but you already knew that when you built them an embassy. Ignasi Vidaro, governor of Fiormesavarin.
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
That looks weird. Dream Thrall Bear. Okay.
For your sake! Come and get me!
Build up stamina. Or stun. Thank you, Kai. Stamina, it's almost poisoned. It's not quite there yet.
For your sake! What you got?
No, it's resisting that poison a hell of a lot.
For your sake!
And the pooper. Excuse me? I'll probably do fire real quick.
Worse than rough!
Ow. Alright, there's tons of stuff. Excuse me. Unflinching duty, parry. 5% chance to avoid melee damage, plus maximum stamina. Oh. Kind of like the other shield more in looks. They both have kind of the same stats. It's just this one gives me more movement speed. It's to avoid melee damage. Okay, I think that one's more of like a tank build. Yo. That didn't seem to do all that much. Yep, coming. Oh, wait, yeah, you got your second wind. Holy shit, that was a hell of a lunge. I know it's gonna take my stamina every time, but I just don't dodge. There we go. We got it. We got it. Stab it. Fuck. Oh. Oh. It just exploded.
That, you monstrosity. Well done.
What happened to that bear?
Damn. Let me scavenge the area real quick before we talk to this Addran asshole. But maybe the Adherents aren't so bad. God knows I am one. Grab it. Speak to the ambassador. Alright. What's up?
Oh, my savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely.
The gods thank me. To be the Dehengen ambassador, are you alright? Do you need help back to town? This is no place for a diplomat. What are you doing out here? Called this timely, people have died.
Good people. And a good clavager.
And a capable one. Eamon was no stranger to these wilds. He seemed worried last time we spoke. Now I see why.
Ambassador Falchion Hildegard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say.
I have an urgent missive from the Emperor for you, Ambassador. I was held up at Fort Northreach. I came as quickly as I could.
Oh, pity you were too late for the clavager. Damn good fellow. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted?
Kai offered the company to me, and he has my back. Keep talking like that, Ambassador, and Kai might start mistrusting us.
I found it pays to be prudent about the company you keep in Paradise. The Empire doesn't have many friends on these shores.
Hey, not with that attitude.
I was actually about to say, yeah.
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the clavager? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late.
I wonder at that, of course, Ambassador. Do you have anything to do with his demise?
Envoy?
She raises a fair question.
You are the only survivor.
On my honor, as your countryman, his death was not of my doing. Let's speak no more of this. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad.
It's not madness, it's an illness.
So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me?
I don't know. I don't understand what it wants. Lie, just a bit lightheaded after the fight. It'll pass.
Well, that's encouraging. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do?
What if that Addra is the source of the blight in the strangle root? I'm going to try something with the Addra. Kai, be prepared to catch me if I pass out. I've seen this kind of Addra before. I think I know what to do. Leave it to me. I'm gonna go with intellect.
You suspect a connection. Interesting. Addra is said to be filled with essence, soul stuff, and maybe the essence will respond to a godlike's touch. Just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Understood.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
Thank you, Kai. Alright, let's go examine this pillar of Addra.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting.
You've been speaking to me since Fort Northreach. What do you want? Who are you?
A colony of insects. The many united by one purpose. Mycelia twining through the loam, taking and giving in equal measure. We are the ache in the land. The roots that run deep. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured. But you too are alone in your strangeness.
Let's set that aside. What's wrong with the Strangleroot? Alone in my strangeness, indeed. If I'm familiar to you, do you know whose godlike I am? Whatever you are, I don't have time for this. No. Let's go with the middle one.
Godlike. This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another, shackled to their will?
I figured.
Shackled like us to rot and corruption. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear. Poor us. Poor you.
Bear, this place, it's the same plague as bear. Clavager, kill me. If you're not going to get in my head, then I'll just... Okay, top one.
Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do?
Close the wound, disinfect, heal it, free it. At least it can enjoy vengeance against its killer. Put the poor thing down so it doesn't cause harm to itself or anything else. Leave it. The beast will fight to earn its survival, or nature will take its course. I'm not here to deal in riddles. This place is sick. Focus. An animal sickens after a fight, and it howls and sings its agony. I think this is more a test of character. I would hate to leave it be, because I'm someone who thoroughly enjoys animals and would like nothing more than to help them, but I also have to be aware that we're talking about an animal. An animal could be anything that is vicious, like a snake, or something like a hyena, or even a lion, something that you cannot tame properly. So leave it be. The beast will fight to earn its survival, or nature will take its course.
A cold mercy, a lonely struggle, or a lonelier death.
It is.
Better to bend the bars of the cage, bend them and break them, then turn them on the captor.
I see.
The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it?
Depends on what you want.
We offer you the power to heal and be healed, and you would wheedle and bargain? Decide. Do you wish this power or not?
Then yes, if you're giving me no choice.
A favor then. This place shall heal, and you shall know our power. Retire. New again this world, new again words. We will find you soon.
Knowing I will probably have to do something against my better judgment later. Godlike dream touch. Heal and revives all nearby allies and deals damage over time to nearby Dehengen, Dream Thralls, and Vessels.
Incredible. Envoy, I don't know what you did, but that was miraculous.
You alright? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail.
I don't know who you are. It seems I am a conduit of an unknowable power.
I've said the same thing after a flask of Eric, but I know better than to trust that feeling.
I think you may have overexerted yourself. Once we're back in civilization, bed rest is in order. Inquisitor Ludwig will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Steel Garrote, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwig is obsessed with our security. Sees enemies lurking around every corner.
So, Ludwig's delusions are unchanged. That's her problem. I'm here for the Dream Scourge. Shouldn't the Steel Garrote report to us? She's not wrong. The living land is clearly a dangerous place.
Your interests are more aligned than you know. But while you and I answer to the Emperor, Ludwig and the Steel Garrote answer only to themselves.
That's dangerous.
Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor.
No. I know enough to stay on Ludwig's good side. No promises.
Ah, you're going to be troublesome, aren't you? At least you're on our side. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradise militia give you free passage into the city. Ah, Envoy, what you've done here is truly amazing. Let's keep up the good work, eh?
Just watch your step. There are swaths of the city barely more civilized than this.
Understandable. So then... party camp to upgrade.
Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be worse than that big, can she?
I don't know. But we'll go ahead and explore the rest of this cave and stuff like that later. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching more of Avowed, and hope to see you guys in the next one. See ya.